Few places that are traditionally intimidating to opposing players. Places like Boston Garden, the Forum in Montreal, and RFK Stadium. The home of the Redskins brings with it the aura of the nation's capital, weekly sellouts, constant playoff expectations, and the only marching band in the NFL. With hardly any turnover, being a member of the band is about as difficult as getting a ticket to a Skins home game.
Rock, 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 hail to the Redskins, hail victory, praise on the warpath, fight for all ye see.
The names and faces may have changed, but one thing has remained a constant over the last 55 years, the Redskins marching band. It all began in 1937 as the brainchild of Skins' original owner, George Preston Marshall, an entrepreneur who wanted to milk the crowd by bringing together a bunch of dairy workers to start the band. It was an experiment that blossomed into a tradition, now made up of 88 volunteers.
Show me another place where the band looks like the Redskin band. Show me another place where the fight song is like a college fight song. Show me where the fans get involved with the band and you interact and the enthusiasm is generated throughout the fan. There's another place like it. It has an aura all to its own.
The band is made up of men and women from their early 20s to their late 70s. For them, it is truly a labor of love.
I don't remember ever wanting anything quite that desperately. It's crazy. It was just something I dreamed about, but I wasn't sure that I could really make it happen. I won't understate how hard I worked to make it.
I had a trombone player that he retired and then moved to Rehoboth Beach, and he couldn't stand it a year later, so he drives 110 miles just to come to rehearsal on Wednesday nights, and then he comes down for all of our games.
I'm just proud of the Redskin band, and when people say, "You're in the Redskin band," it must be great. It is great.
I've heard commentators say, we used to hate to come into this stadium because you just heard that song and you heard that song and you wanted to go over there and punch that tuba right in the nose, you know? And I mean, when you hear that, you go out the next game, you say, geez, we're really going to play a little louder this time.
That's just what the players and fans want. As far as they're concerned, they can't hear "Hail to the Redskins" enough for their liking.
I'll probably go to hear it till I die, that song in my head. But I think there's a lot of tradition with that.
You go to some stadiums and you hear the no 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 no. And we're hail to the Redskins, but it's a tradition that's gone on for years here, and as long as we win football games and they're happy, we're happy. That's I think what makes it all worthwhile.
The long season evidently taking something of a toll on Mark Ribbon. But this guy, Skinny Morris, this is one of the great men of the century.
Absolutely. Look how many years with the band. Imagine that. I want to tell you
He and Paul Schaefer are now my two favorite band leaders.
Are there? Paul will be happy to hear that. You know?
Yeah, I'm sure it means a lot to him.
I want to tell you one quick thing, though. They are hoping to build a new stadium right next to RFK, and they're hoping that it will be open in 1994. But they have not told the band that they will be coming along with the new stadium, and so they're a little concerned about that.
You know, every single day, some report from some sector comes in that lessens your faith in our nation.
And I, today, the messenger of bad news.
They toss these guys out of the new stadium. What's the point of it? What is there left to believe in?
I don't know. Not even Santa Claus.
You can believe this. We're out of here. Second half coming up. We'll send it back to Don Criqui and Bill Parcells after these messages from your local station. Save the band.